I am a daughter of India, a land of vibrant colors, ancient traditions, and deep contradictions. I grew up in a loving home, filled with my mother's cooking and my father's laughter. Yet I always knew my place here was temporary, a cherished stop before I would belong elsewhere. My brother was taught to carry on the family legacy. I was gently prepared to leave, to brighten another home. These lessons, given with love, drew a line between us. He was the anchor, I, the guest. It's a strange feeling to be so loved yet always prepared for departure. Why must my light shine elsewhere? Why not here where I was born? It's the gentle, loving push towards a door you're not yet ready to walk through. In India, marriage is not just the union of two people. It's the merging of two families, a grand tradition. But at its core, there's one unspoken rule. The woman leaves her home. This is not a choice, it's an expectation. The bride must pack her life into suitcases and move into her husband's family home, leaving behind her world, her memories, and her comfort. The Bidai ceremony, with its tears and rituals, is celebrated as a noble sacrifice. For the man, life after marriage often continues unchanged. His world remains intact. The expectation is absolute. This is parampara, tradition. Questioning it is seen as rebellion. The burden of adjustment falls on the woman. She must bridge two worlds while the man remains firmly in his own. This isn't just a change of address. It's a rewriting of a woman's life. As I grew older, I began to question this lopsided arrangement. Why couldn't a newly married couple start their life together in a new home? A neutral space where they could build their own traditions. A place that belonged to both of them equally, from the very first day. Why must one partner, always the woman, be absorbed into the other's family unit? This system, I realized, is not just about logistics, it is about power. By moving into her husband's home, a woman is immediately placed in a subordinate position. She is the newcomer, the outsider who must earn her place, while he remains the son of the house, secure in his domain. This tradition perpetuates a deep-seated discrimination that affects women throughout their lives. It reinforces the idea that a woman's primary role is to serve her husband's family. Her own career, her ambitions, and her personal needs often have to take a back seat to the demands and expectations of her new household. If she works, she is often expected to manage her job alongside all the domestic responsibilities, a double shift that is rarely asked of her husband. Her financial independence can sometimes be viewed with suspicion, as if it makes her less compliant or dedicated to her new family. The unfairness is woven into the smallest details of daily life. A married woman often needs permission from her in-laws to visit her own parents, while her husband can come and go as he pleases. Her time is not her own. It belongs to the collective needs of the family she has married into. Her methods of cooking, cleaning, or even raising children are scrutinized and compared to the established ways of her husband's family. She is constantly on trial, her every action judged against the standards of a home that is not inherently hers. This is the silent, everyday discrimination that millions of Indian women face. This custom of women leaving their homes is a relic of a patriarchal past, designed to ensure that property, lineage, and power remained in the hands of men. A woman was transferred from her father's authority to her husband's. While society has evolved in so many ways, women are now educated, employed, and empowered, this one tradition remains stubbornly in place. It stands as a stark reminder that, in the context of family and marriage, the scales are yet to be balanced. It is time we challenge this way things are and asked why it cannot be different. The conversation needs to change. We must start asking our sons the same questions we have been asking our daughters for centuries. We need to teach them that marriage is a partnership of equals, a journey that both must embark on with a spirit of mutual respect and shared responsibility. It is not about one person joining another's life, but about two people coming together to build a new one. The idea that a man's home is permanent while a woman's is transient must be dismantled, piece by piece, in our homes, schools, and communities. My hope is for a future where a newly married couple has a choice. Perhaps they live with his parents. Perhaps they live with hers. Or perhaps they forge their own path and create a new home that is uniquely theirs. The decision should be based on love, convenience, and mutual agreement, not on a rigid gender-based rule that has long outlived its purpose. This freedom of choice is the true hallmark of equality. It would allow a woman to maintain a strong, open connection with her own family without feeling guilty or disloyal to her new one. It would allow her to be both a daughter and a wife, fully and completely. Change is happening, but it is slow. In urban pockets, some couples are challenging the norm, choosing to live independently. But for the vast majority, tradition holds sway. To accelerate this change, we must speak up. We must challenge the casual sexism in our families and question rituals that reinforce inequality. We must raise our sons to be partners, not masters, and our daughters to know that they are not temporary residents in their own lives. They have a right to put down roots wherever they choose, to build a home, not just to move into one. My dream for the daughters of India is simple. I want them to be able to leave their homes not because marriage dictates it, but because they are venturing out to build their own futures on their own terms. I hope for a society where a woman's worth is not defined by which family she serves, but by the strength of her character and the scale of her dreams. The journey is long, but my hope remains unwavering. A day will come when marriage will mean the beginning of a shared life, in a shared home, built on a foundation of true equality.